Thank you, Madam President. I rise to thank my colleagues here in the Senate for supporting this resolution memorializing Governor Kathy Hochul's proclamation to declare January 2024 as Slavery and Human Trafficking Prevention Month in the state of New York. This was first declared as Slavery and Human Trafficking Prevention Month back in 2010, and January has been a time to acknowledge those experiencing still in this day enslavement and those who have escaped. Although slavery is commonly thought to be a thing of the past, human traffickers continue to trap millions of people in horrific situations around the world and can target our communities. Human trafficking is a global phenomenon that generates $150 billion in annual profits, and in the year 2021, an estimated 25 million people were trafficked all over the world. There is a strong relationship between human trafficking and missing and murdered Black, Indigenous, women, and girls of color, an issue we have recently addressed here in New York with my legislation, the New York State BIPOC Task Force, which is now a law, which was recently signed, and this task force will work in tandem with the Interagency Task Force on Human Trafficking to develop policy changes with the New York State government agencies to address the lack of care and concern for trafficking victims of color. The statistics are disproportionately worse for BIPOC community members nationwide, and here in New York is no exception. According to data from the National Crime Information Center, of the more than 250,000 women and girls that are reported missing across the country in the year 2020, 40% were BIPOC, and with Black women and girls making up 30% of those numbers. Slavery and Human Trafficking Prevention Month was implemented to raise public awareness about this serious issue, one which we in this legislative body have taken significant actions to combat. And I want to thank my colleagues for continuing to do the good work on this. Additionally, Madam President, on the occasion of this resolution, I would like to welcome a distinguished guest to our chamber. Dawn Rowe is the president and founder of Girl Vow Incorporated, a nonprofit organization dedicated to lifting up the voices of Black women and girls and brown women and girls. Under Dawn's leadership, Girl Vow performs critical work fighting for justice for the staggering number of missing and murdered women and girls of color here in New York and across the nation. Women and girls who are often victims of human trafficking. Dawn's presence in our chamber today is a testament to her tireless work as an advocate for missing and murdered BIPOC women and girls. I am humbled and proud to call Dawn not only a friend, but an unwavering advocate, and I am inspired by her work to help families and communities across our state and nationally to find missing loved ones so that they can heal. She inspires me and many others with her service. She works tirelessly, especially to support marginalized women who, as we know, do not get the same care and concern when they go missing. Earlier today, we celebrated the signing of the task force legislation, which is now law, to address this epidemic of missing and murdered BIPOC girls and women here in New York. I want to thank Dawn and Girl Vow for their partnership and for their continued work to make New York a safe and secure place for every girl and every woman. And with that, Madam President, I ask that you welcome Dawn to our chamber, and I ask my colleagues to vote in favor of this resolution by saying aye. Thank you so much.